What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to fire up the Blackstone and make some Philly cheesesteak waffle fries. Let's get started. All right, everybody. Got the Blackstone warming up here at kind of a low medium heat. Want it to warm up about 10 minutes or a little bit more because that's going to help us when we make the waffle fries today. So here's our ingredients. Bag of frozen waffle fries. Got a little of that beef rib shaved meat here for us as well. Diced up myself a green onion as well. Green peppers, as well as a little bit of white onion and a small little bit, about 2 cloves of garlic. On my cheese plate here, I'm going to use a mix of white American cheese and provolone cheese. You could also even add a third cheese in if you wanted to and go with a Monterey Jack, or just use one of these ingredients as well for your cheeses. You can't go wrong either way. And we're going to add a little bit of that Kinder salt, pepper, and garlic blend as well on that meat for us today. So you know what? Let's get started over here on the Blackstone. All right, so our griddle is nice and hot. You might be able to see some of that steam coming off here as well. We should have oiled it up early, but it's been going here and getting nice and warm here for almost 15 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the waffle fries. I'm going to go ahead and place them on this side of the Blackstone. We'll get a little bit of olive oil spray on that here. So those, when we lay them down frozen and we spread them out, we don't want them to stick to that Blackstone as well. So we're going to grab those fries. So I suggest not just dumping the bag out, but let's really make sure we spread those out so that they are not stacked on top of each other, nice and flat on that griddle for us. There we go. Keep spreading them out. And what we want to do is we're going to spread them out and keep them on that griddle until we notice that they are nice and brown on that bottom side, and we'll come back and I'm going to flip those over on that Blackstone as well today. All right, I think I got them spread out nice and evenly so they're not stacked on top of each other. All right, my friends, so this will take a few minutes. And once they get going about halfway, we'll get that shaved beef going because it will not take very long. And then once we do that, we'll start adding those toppings, getting those green peppers, onions, and garlic on here as well. Then before you know it, we'll be stacking everything, melting that cheese on top of those waffles. All right, friends, so waffle fries have been going for a couple minutes here. Not ready to turn them just yet, but it is about that time to start maybe browning up, sauteing those green peppers, onions, and that garlic. So let's get started there as well. We'll go ahead and hit the center here with a little bit of that oil as well. And we're going to start by putting that garlic on there first. You can hear that sizzle. We'll come behind. We'll hit it with those onions. And then last but not least, those green peppers. And we'll let those start to brown up as well and saute a little bit. And then we'll start throwing that shaved beef over here on the other side. All right, friends, we'll go ahead and start getting that shaved beef on here. So this is over a pound of shaved beef here. And you notice this, with one small bag of those waffle fries, that's a lot of beef. So I'm gonna use about half the package and get the other half back in the refrigerator in the house here. So let's go ahead and start putting some of that on that Blackstone as well. We're going to hit it with a little bit of that oil one more time here, just to be safe. We'll start throwing some of that shaved beef on here. Hear that sizzle as well. Now I've kept this Blackstone going at pretty much a low heat here the entire time, so that top can get nice and warm. I did that because I didn't want those frozen fries to hit that black top and almost create this warping sensation on here as well. I've never had it happen, but I've read about it happening, so just trying to make sure that doesn't happen here for us today. All right, so there's some of that beef on there. And we're gonna come back and start to hit that beef just a little bit. I'm using Kinder's, that blend of that salt, pepper, and garlic. You can use any mixture you want of those three as well. If you got a different company you prefer, put a little bit on those onions, green peppers, and garlic at the same time here. And this is where things are going to start moving a little quicker. We'll start to turn those green peppers and onions. Start to mix that together. You see this look nice to brown up there. It might be time to start thinking about yeah, look at that. Start to flip those waffle fries as well. They're starting to get nice and golden brown on that other side. This is going to be absolutely delicious, my friends. You know, Once you flip them that one time, as you guys know on that Blackstone, it may be hard to keep them together at that point and to know which ones have been flipped, which ones have not. So you may have to start turning them with a little more consistency. And as you're standing over that Blackstone, it'll feel like it's starting to turn up the heat on you a little bit as well. Let's get that shaved meat turned here at the same time. Oh yeah, my friends. This is going to be absolutely delicious. Now, with that shaved beef, a couple options I have come up here next too. Do I want to chop it up into smaller pieces, or am I okay with leaving it like this? I might try to chop it up just a little bit. I don't mind it being a little bit bigger pieces myself, but it really depends on what you want to do at home. Okay, turn these one more time, and before you know it, we're going to start moving these green peppers and onions right into that shaved beef mixture as well. All right, my friends. So you can see what we got going on here. Just trying to really continue to keep things turned as we look to brown up those waffle fries a little bit more. All right, while those continue to brown, so I can spread them out so they're not stacked on top of each other as best as possible. Oh yeah, there we go. Might have been better if I use my tongs here on this one. All right, so that shaved beef, I'm gonna grab the other spatula here that I was using for that. All right, so that shaved beef. Well, friends, complete transparency. Little technical difficulties here in the middle of this video because I use my phone to do everything. I don't have any fancy equipment. Had it on that tripod over that Blackstone, and it just turned itself off because it overheated while I was in the middle of making that recipe. So when we left off there, you saw me having all those ingredients on that Blackstone. What I did then was I folded those green peppers and onions with that shaved beef, and then I topped it off with that provolone and that white American cheese. Used my lid to cover things up. Only took about 90 seconds, and I kind of blended it together, covered back in it for another moment. By that time, those waffle fries were nice and done on both sides. We started to plate things. What I decided to do once I noticed what was going on to make it less sloppy, I decided I was going to put those waffle fries on the plate first and then use my toppings instead of doing everything on top of itself on the Blackstone, because then it gets a little sloppier than trying to get everything off and scooping it onto that plate. There is the finished product, my friends. So we've got that cheese all melted in there, blended with that shaved beef. When I had things on the Blackstone, I also decided I'm not going to chop up that beef anymore, make it into smaller pieces. You make that decision at home for yourself. But at this time, let's go ahead and give things a taste test. I want to make sure I get a waffle fry here that has a little bit of that green pepper, some onion, piece of that beef, some of that cheese as well. Oh yeah, my friends. This is going to be an awesome appetizer at your home. To be honest, there's so much meat, so many fries here. It may not even be an appetizer. It might be your meal. Great for weeknights, weekends, with the family, entertaining guests, just to do something fun one afternoon on the Blackstone as well. We'll drop all the ingredients, all the full details in the description as well, especially since we had some of those technical difficulties in the middle of this video. But I didn't want to like just scrap it and throw this out. I wanted you guys to kind of see what we're doing, be very real with you as well. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys again on Bones and Brews.